cats and dogs, millions of years of evolution, and completely different communication systems. One speaks loudly, openly, emotionally, the other quietly, cleverly. And encoded signals humans are still decoding today. But here's the big question: which animal communicates better with us? Today, we break down the science, the evolution, the sounds, and the secrets to finally answer cats versus dogs, who actually understands and communicates with us more effectively. To understand how they talk to us now, we have to go back thousands of years. Dogs descended from wolves, hypersocial, pet-driven animals. Their ancestors relied on complex signals, tail position, ear direction, even howls to coordinate the pack. For wolves, communication meant survival. So when dogs evolved alongside humans, that communication just upgraded for a new pack. Us, cats, on the other hand, evolved from solitary hunters. They didn't need teamwork or loud signals. In fact, silence meant success. Stealth meant survival. So cats developed a much subtler communication style, with body language so refined, even a tiny tail flick carries huge meaning. But here's the twist: cats invented a brand new way of communicating just for humans. We'll get to that in a minute. First, let's talk about vocal communication. Dogs are the loud talkers. They use a huge vocal range: barks, growls, whines, yelps, and even playful grunts. Each sound has a clear emotional purpose. A bark isn't just noise. It can mean alert, fear, excitement, or frustration. Dogs evolved with us. So vocalizing became a super useful tool to get what they need. Need food, bark, want attention. Whine, they're emotionally transparent. Their voice is a megaphone. Now, cats are the master manipulators. In the wild, adult cats rarely meow at each other. But with humans, they created a unique meow language. They learned that we respond strongly to sound. So they use meows, trills, chirps, and purrs to get our attention. Here's the fascinating part: cats actually adjust their vocal pitch depending on what they want. Some even mimic the frequency of a human baby's cry to trigger our sympathy. Scientists call it solicitation purring. And yes, your cat knows exactly what it's doing. Body language is where communication becomes a true art form. Dogs are open books. They use their whole body to talk. A wagging tail shows excitement, but the speed and direction matter. Ears forward means they're alert. Ears down means fear. Exposing their belly shows trust. Leaning on you is a sign of affection. Dogs evolved to make their signals big and clear. They want their pack to understand them. They'll even look you right in the eyes for reassurance, because they know you're listening. Cats are the subtle experts. They rely on small, precise movements. A slow blink is a sign of trust. Basically a cat's version of a kiss. A tail-high posture shows confidence. A slight curl at the tip of the tail signals curiosity. And that classic head bump? It's a sign of affection, and the way they mark you is theirs. Cats are also constantly writing invisible messages, rubbing on furniture and people to leave their scent. A single ear twitch can mean irritation. A narrowed eye can mean suspicion. Cats speak quietly, but they speak fluently. So who understands us better? Dogs are the human reading champions. They can interpret our tone of voice, our facial expressions, and even hand gestures. They understand when we're sad, angry, or excited. Some dogs know over 200 words. They respond to praise and touch like emotional mirrors. They are truly empathetic communicators. But don't underestimate the silent observers. Cats understand us much more than people assume. They just show it differently. They learn our schedules, our routines, the sound of our footsteps, and can even sense our mood through scent. Science shows cats know their names. They just don't always feel like reacting, because cats communicate on their terms. This leads to the key difference. Dogs communicate too. Interact, they seek approval and want a conversation. Cats communicate to manage relationships. They adjust distance and boundaries. Dogs talk to feel close. Cats talk to maintain harmony. So, who communicates better? It really depends on what you value. If you want clarity, frequency, and emotional openness, dogs win. Their communication is designed to be direct. But if you want subtlety, intelligence, and personalized signals, then cats win. Their communication is tailored, precise, and human-specific. Dogs speak loudly. Cats speak cleverly. The truth is, both animals mastered communication in completely different styles. Dogs evolved to talk openly with the pack. Cats evolved to talk quietly with those they trust, and both learned to speak our language, one with volume, the other with subtlety. That's what makes this whole rivalry so fascinating. The final verdict: dogs talk more, cats talk smarter, and we're just lucky to understand both. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more cats versus dogs deep dives. The debate continues.